Hey there, history buffs and fans of things that are super depressing. Welcome to another episode where we explore the forgotten corners of history. Today we're talking about abandoned railroad towns. These places were once bustling hubs of activity, filled with the sounds of steam engines and the hustle and bustle of daily life. You know, those dusty relics scattered across the American landscape, where the tumbleweeds roll down Main Street and the only sound is the wind whistling through the broken windows of the saloon. Imagine walking through these streets, feeling the eerie silence that has replaced the once lively atmosphere. These ghost towns are like time capsules, frozen in a bygone era when the railroad was king. They offer a glimpse into a past where the railroad was the lifeline of many communities, bringing goods, people, and prosperity. Except instead of cool treasures, they're mostly filled with crumbling foundations and maybe some old-timey poison bottles. These remnants tell stories of a time when life was tough and survival was a daily challenge. Still cool, right? Let's dive in. We'll explore the history, the rise and fall, and the haunting beauty of these forgotten places. So grab your explorer's hat and let's journey into the past together. Imagine this, it's the 1800s and America is basically one giant game of Oregon Trail. Except instead of dysentery, you have to worry about bandits. The vast, untamed wilderness stretches out before you, with endless possibilities and countless dangers lurking around every corner. Settlers are making their way westward, braving the elements and the unknown, all in search of a better life. And also, dysentery. Suddenly, the transcontinental railroad arrives, promising a faster, safer way to travel, unless you were a buffalo, in which case, RIP. This marvel of engineering connected the east and west coasts, shrinking the vast distances and making travel more accessible to everyone. The iron horse chugged its way across the landscape, bringing with it the promise of progress and prosperity. For many, it was a symbol of hope and a new beginning. Towns spring up along the railroad lines like mushrooms after a rainstorm. These new settlements became bustling hubs of activity, attracting people from all walks of life. Entrepreneurs saw opportunities to build businesses, while families sought to establish roots in these burgeoning communities. The railroad brought with it a sense of connection and possibility, transforming the American landscape in ways that were previously unimaginable. We're talking saloons, hotels, general stores, the whole Wild West experience, minus the gunfights, mostly. These establishments catered to the needs of the growing population, providing goods, services, and entertainment. Saloons became social hubs where people gathered to share stories, conduct business, and unwind after a long day's work. Hotels offered weary travelers a place to rest, while general stores supplied the essentials for daily life. These towns were booming, baby. People were striking it rich, finding love, and probably dying of preventable diseases at an alarming rate. The promise of wealth and opportunity drew prospectors, merchants, and adventurers, all hoping to make their fortune. Celebrations and gatherings were common, as communities came together to mark their successes and support one another through hardships. However, the rapid growth also brought challenges, including overcrowding, crime, and health issues. It was a simpler time. Life moved at a different pace and people relied on each other to navigate the uncertainties of frontier living. Families worked together to build homes, cultivate land, and create a sense of community. Despite the hardships, there was a sense of resilience and determination that defined the spirit of the era. The railroad may have brought change, but it was the people who truly shaped the destiny of the American frontier. Okay, maybe built is a strong word, but they certainly laid the tracks for America's growth. Railroads were definitely the backbone of America's expansion. They were the veins through which the lifeblood of the nation flowed, connecting distant regions and fostering economic growth. They connected the East Coast to the West Coast, allowing for the transportation of goods, people, and questionable fashion choices. Imagine the excitement of traveling across the country in a time when such a journey was previously unimaginable. These railroad towns, despite their often short lifespans, played a crucial role in shaping the nation. They sprang up almost overnight, becoming bustling centers of activity and commerce. They were hubs of commerce, communication, and probably some really questionable bathtub gin. These towns were the heartbeats of the frontier, where people gathered, traded, and shared news from distant places. Plus, they gave us some great stories, even if those stories mostly involve ghosts and/or scurvy. The remnants of these towns are a testament to a bygone era, filled with tales of adventure, hardship, and the relentless pursuit of the American dream.